Damn, it sounds so good. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Big Umami, providing you with some content even from my hotel room because I'm away for work. But the grind never stops, does it? The grind never stops. Anyhow, you know what time it is. It's Reel2Reel Episode 2 time, which means that I've selected some of the craziest samples from my saved IG Reels gallery and we're gonna try and make a little beat out of it. The only difference is today I'm not gonna use my SP404 and MC101, but I'm gonna use my trusty iPad because, well, I'm in a hotel room and I couldn't bring my whole setup with me, but also, most importantly, I'm using Koala Sampler and there's a huge update which I've briefly, gone through, but I've never actually tried in full, and surely I haven't made a video about it. So I'm very, very excited and curious to actually give it a go. So let's do just that. Alright, so these are the samples that we're gonna use today. I'm pretty sure it's a viral sound. Yeah, I really like it, and I'm pretty sure I can get some cool stuff out of it. Alright, next sample. I mean, it's just fantastic. It's so good. Alright, next up, this guy.
Do you prefer
this guy's
D minor?
Awesome. Alright, I'm definitely gonna sample this, and I wanna give a shout out to Hal Walker Music. I don't know what you're playing, I don't know if you made it yourself, it's f***ing great. Make sure to go on his Instagram page and follow him, because this is awesome, this is really good. I think I found some cool vocals earlier today. Where is it?
Please come home. I got beans and bologna. Please come.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh yeah. This one.
Y'all know I gotta get him. My boy got on the walk with me, Lord. Yeah, walk with me. He don't even care about it.
Yeah, y'all know I got it. I'm definitely gonna use this. Anyway, these are the samples that we're gonna use. Let's get to it. Alright, so let's start by importing the samples, and the way you do it is by import video, and then you have the screen recs of your Instagram Reels over here. Import that. I think that's got a nice rhythmic tone to it. Alright, let's import another video. Let's try and see what this is. Oh yeah, this one, definitely this one. And I kind of want to loop that and see what happens. Okay, so the first part has got some background noise to it, and it is very cool, but I'm afraid that, when I stack all the sounds on top of each other, it will become a bit too busy, so I'm just gonna skip right ahead and go right here. Alright, so let's try and get a perfect loop. Turn the loop on, see what happens. And while the sound is looping, I'm gonna tap tempo right here, and I'm gonna find the same tempo that loop is in, if that makes sense. Alright, you can tell that it's not quite clear what the BPM is, because it's not really on time. After all, it's just a bunch of raindrops playing some congas, so yeah, I shouldn't expect anything less. Let's just be tentative here and just let it go at 122. No, that's a bit too fast, so just go 120. 120 it is, I guess. Okay, so I think it's now time to get into the meat of this actual update by Koala Sampler, which is actually in the perform page. So if you go to the perform page right now, it's as it's always been. You get all these nice live effects that you can use, and play as, live effects kind of thing. But if we go to mixer, boom, now you get this whole new section, which is great. You got 4 buses and a main channel, so you have a 5-channel mixer basically. But the great thing is that on each of these channels you have so many new effects, and these are just so good. Because if there ever was a gripe that I had with Koala Sampler before this update, is that these live effects, as fun as they are, they didn't sound particularly good to me. And again, I love Marek, I love Koala Sampler, and I think what he's done here is incredible, is tremendous. And I'm pretty sure he single-handedly pushed Electron and Roland to get the shit together, honestly, with their samplers. But in this particular section, I mean, I never felt like the effects were great. You know, the compressor was a bit weird. I don't know, the reverb maybe wasn't, you know, too great either. But then again, you have to consider that Koala Sampler works on a multitude of devices. Right here, I have an iPad Pro, which is basically a computer, so it's great. It's very capable. But I also have this on my Android phone, and it works on older iPhones as well. So, you know, you have to take that into consideration, especially when working on something as CPU expensive as a reverb. But all of that aside, now we have a brand new mixer again. You got all of these new effects, and I've tried them all a bit already, and in the short time that I actually tried them, they sounded much better already. Besides from the fact that, you know, you can actually stack them this time, and you don't have to press Alt, and, you know, and they're separate, and you have separate buses, and that's just fantastic. But I'm gonna stop talking right now, and I'm gonna start showing you why this update is absolutely immense. Alright, let me just go back to sample, and here you can see that we have sample and mix right here, yeah? So sample has got all of your editing tools. Oh, and by the way, I should mention, this is actually the Samurai Plus mixer version of Koala, which is, you know, the full version. You have to pay a bit extra for some extra editing tool like stretching and slicing and all that good stuff, and plus you have to pay a little bit extra for this update as well. I don't remember how much it is. I'll put it on screen right now, but whatever it was pennies compared to, you know, what Marek has actually done with this great update. Anyway, I keep talking over myself, but let's just go into the mix section. All right, now of course you have one EQ per pad. You can reset it. But now you can go into this section and you can choose on which bus you should put this particular pad. I'm putting up bus A. I'm gonna go to perform. I'm gonna tap on mixer, and now before resampling, I can actually add some stuff. Now listen at the compressor right now. You can already tell it's much more detailed and precise, and you have so much more control compared to the old compressor, which is just one slider. You know, it's quite crude, but this one is great. It's a full-on compressor. You got threshold, ratio, attack, release, and everything. Yeah, you can hear the difference right straight away, and I actually quite like it like this. And also when you tap and hold, you can actually turn these off and on like this, which is great. Also you can move them around like so. But now I can actually stack effects on top of this, and now I can add some EQ. Let me just do that. God, I love this. It's so good. Oh, I like this. Yeah. Right, not really what I'm looking for right now. Honestly, I might actually just leave it as it is. Let me just see phaser. Oh, I like that, but I'm not gonna use it on these drums because it's a bit too much. I'm for sure gonna use it later. I'm actually happy with this. So let me just go here, resample this loop. Now we have a fully resampled loop, and I'm gonna go into sample, and again I'm gonna press the tab sample here. I'm gonna stretch it, and now I can actually go and up the tempo a little bit because I want it to be a bit faster. It should be synced to the main BPM, which is a bit faster. Oh yeah, let's add this at the very end. So actually, let me just copy this. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go to tools, I'm gonna crop it, and then I'm gonna actually stretch it. All right, so I'm gonna go into sequence, I'm gonna go right here, and I wanna just drop it right here. I know it doesn't sound like much, but that's awesome to me. Now I'm gonna finally import something else, and I want something melodic. Maybe this guy will help. Let's trim this bad boy. Copy this. And I definitely want this to go into a different bus. I'm gonna make it go into bus B. And yeah, let's have a little jam. Yeah, that's sounds awesome. Let me just try and pitch it down a bit and see what sounds like. I know something that will make this sound very, very good, and it's going to bus B. I am gonna use some delay. Let's see what the tape delay does. Yeah. Oh, damn, it sounds so good. This sounds so good, man. It's so good. Damn, I love this. This is so good, man. This is so good. Let's add some more stuff on this. Let's finally add that great phaser that I've been wanting to use. Or was it flanger? Anyway. Let's see what else we've got. Definitely gonna use some warble, because it's pretty much, you know, some vinyl warbly stuff. And I like the animation as well, right here, which is this vinyl thingy spinning. Yo. Oh, holy shit. Dude. You can actually hold this. Oh my god, it is so good. Oh, that's such a nice little nugget right here. Oh, this is so good. I'm so excited right now. Right, anyway, we need some EQ again right here. Man, that was brilliant. That was so good. Probably not doing a very good job at actually explaining what's going on right here, but I'm quite literally blown away by the quality of this update and the nice little Easter eggs that I can find. Oh, you're the f***ing man, Marek. What I want to do right now is actually add some samples, and I've been doing lots of fanboying for Marek, so I might as well just plug some of my own shit right now. And I'm gonna do this by first of all closing this and then selecting import file rather than microphone, and I'm gonna go to this folder, which is Big Umami Bombs volume 1 version 2. What's different in version 2? I've, you know, modified the kicks a little bit because they were a bit quiet, and also I've added this very long single notes folder in which you can find some very long single notes. Why did I do that? Well, because this sample pack was initially conceived for usage with stuff like the PO33 Koala sample, which they can only accept, you know, just a few seconds of audio, otherwise they're gonna run out of memory. But of course I wanted to expand it a little bit, and with something like Koala or the MC101 or the SP404, for example, yeah, you don't have those problems. Anyway, right now we're gonna need one of those new kicks. Alright, so I'm just gonna write this in. Yo! Yeah, that's the vibe. Right, I'm gonna do a little bit of mixing because the kick is still a bit too quiet. This is a bit too loud, so I'm just gonna turn the sample down just a little smidge, like a couple of dBs, maybe 3. Now for this is actually more than one pad, because remember I resampled this, but I didn't resample these because I still wanna, see if I need some more extra slices. And that's where this version of the Koala Sampler is absolutely brilliant. I can now just go and either turn the volume down from here, or I can actually put something like a utility and do it from here. I'm gonna just turn it down from the fader and see what it sounds like now. None of this would have been possible in Koala Sampler before this update, or at least it wouldn't have been this easy. I would have had to go to each sample, and then I would have had to, turn them all down individually at the same exact spot, and then I would have had to go for a loop and see if it sounds right, and if it doesn't sound right, if it's too quiet, now I have to turn it all up, all 4 of them. Or if it's still too loud, I would have to, turn it down, or 4 of them, and so on and so forth. But now, again, you have just a mixer, you just keep playing, and you go like this, and you figure it out. And of course, you have all of these effects. If you only had these, yeah, you would have had to basically just create an entire new pattern without the drums, just the chords, and then you would have had to, put all of these effects in, and then you would have had to commit to these exact settings and then resample it and then put it back in. It's just a different thing. Now we have a mixer and we can just make changes on the fly. And there is something to be said to the art of committing by resampling, because that's what people with the SP44SX used to do back in the day. But we are in 2023 and we don't need to do that shit ever again. So yeah, this is awesome. All right, there's only a couple more things I want to do. First of all, you can actually rename this. So I'm just gonna do that. Drums, chords. I want to use this as a bass channel. I want to put some vocals in. Hopefully some of those cool sounds that we found on the internet. All right, let's go back to my Big Umami Bombs Volume 1, Version 2 sample pack. And I want to get some nice, let's just say some snares or claps. And of course, we need some hi-hats. Yeah, like so. So good. Let me just try and close this by adding some bass, and for that we need to go to Wavetable Single Cycles by Adventure Kid, who is great because he provided us with these great single cycle waveforms. Beautiful. I think we only need some sort of vocals right now. What's this one?
With me, Lord. Yeah. What? I know, man. I know I gotta get him. My boy got on the walk with me, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
My boy got. I know I gotta get him. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. Yeah. Get it. Get it. Yeah. Walk with me, Lord. Get it.
Another cool thing about the Koala Sampler update, and I'm pretty sure this is the last thing that I'm going to show you, is the sidechain. So I can actually go into sidechain and select drums as I already did. Yeah, you can hear it. Oh, and we didn't even think about using a reverb, which is one of the best things about this update. So let's just do it right now, and let's have a listen at the new reverb, which is fantastic.
Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me, Lord.
To my ears, it sounds so much better than the old one. And once again, not to pile on top of my previous gripe with Koala Sampler, but the reason why I didn't use it all that often, except for the fact that obviously I like having, physical knobs and whatnot, is that something like the Digitact or the SP4 and K2, they just sound better. And everything I did on this kind of required a lot and lots of exporting to a DAW and a lot of extra mixing. But now I feel like I'm actually getting something like really quite decent sounding out of the box. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still probably export all the multi-tracks and put it in a DAW and do some extra mixing over there, but it just sounds much better straight away. Alright, cool, so we've come to a point in which I actually want to turn this loop into a song. But if I show you that, it's going to be very tedious and boring, and so I'm going to work on it off camera, and through the magic of editing, I'm going to show you the results in 3, 2, 1... Alright, so that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and remember to go to my website bigumami.com, where you can find the same sample pack that I used today. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. See you next time, yeah? Bye bye.